Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna be turning this bunch of lumber into this A-frame chicken coop for my backyard. That is, if everything goes according to plan anyway. I can't believe that it did it right after we started. You can't see them, but they're out here just waiting for you to step foot on the grass. Disgusting, blood-sucking ticks. They're everywhere in our yard, and we can't step foot in the yard without getting one on you. If you touch the grass for 10 seconds, you've got a tick on you. But I'm not putting up with it anymore. I've got an army. An army of Terminators. Tick Terminators. These are guinea fowl, and they're gonna show those ticks just how foul they can be. I'm going to find the ticks and I'm going to destroy them. Their days are numbered in this yard. Sorry, wrong movie. We got these guinea fowl and some chickens a few weeks ago with the intent of me getting this chicken coop built for them really quickly. And it's taken too long and they've made a mess of our back porch. So I gotta get this chicken coop built ASAP to get them out of our back porch and into the yard to free range and destroy these ticks. These are the plans I'm gonna be working off of for this chicken coop. And as you can see, it's gonna be 7 feet tall and just under 6 foot wide. And that should give me enough room that I can walk up underneath there. Depending on how narrow it is at the top, I may have to stoop down just a little bit. It may or may not have a nesting box on the back. We'll have to see how that goes. Oh, and did I mention that this is actually also going to be a chicken tractor, because I'm gonna make this movable. I'm gonna put some wheels on the back, so it'll be a chicken coop / tractor. Let's get started. I'm gonna start out building the base for the chicken coop, and I'm gonna be using these 2x6x12s. These are pressure treated because obviously they're gonna be touching the ground. I'm gonna cut 2 of these down to 11 feet, and then I'm gonna cut an angle at the one end, and that's where the wheels are gonna go. I cut a 2x4 as a support across the middle. Now running front to back, I'm gonna have this 1x4, and all this is also pressure treated. So what I'm gonna do, I want that 1x4 to be flush up underneath here. So I'm gonna clamp these together and then I'm gonna mortise out, and I'm just gonna use the saw to do that. On this end of each one of these pieces, I want to put a taper because this is going to be a chicken tractor also, and I want to be able to tilt it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that with the track saw. Next up, I'm going to put this 36-inch wide, 1/2 inch opening hardware cloth down on the bottom, and if I measured everything right, this should work out to where I can just put 2 of these side by side and just have to cut the ends off. Yes, you can use it. Yep, you don't have to do them that close. That's all right. Yeah, we'll come down here. Ta-da! All right, good job. So what I'm hoping is by using the 1/2 inch hardware cloth, it'll stop any pesky raccoons or any of those copper-headed rattle moccasins that might show up. This would normally be the part where I would insert the video of me showing how I bought this plastic landscape edging at the hardware store and ripped it into 1.5 inch and 3.5 inch strips for extra protection to help it slide and for water protection on the bottom of the chicken coop. But that footage got lost. I don't know how, but Kim, I don't know what happened to it. All right. Now that that's done, it's time to start working on the rafters. I laid out a 2x4 on my table and I measured out 3 foot over because this is 6 foot wide and 7 feet tall. Marked out where I thought my ridge board would go and where these the frame pieces are, and marked that out and cut it out with a jigsaw. And now I've got this 1x4 up here just temporarily to hold this in place to test this to see if this is the right measurements on here. And it appears as though it is. So the good thing is I've only got 8 more of these to cut out. Before I install the rafters, I want to notch out for the battens that are going to run end to end, and I want those to be recessed in, so I'm going to go ahead and mark those out real quick and cut those out with the circular saw like I did earlier. Do those glasses count as safety glasses?
Yep, they do.
Okay, go for it. Holy smoke.
Oh gosh, is that wrong?
I'm just kidding, go ahead.
Okay.
Got to tell you guys, I'm feeling very Canadian this morning, so we're gonna get the whole family out here, and I think we're about to make some real progress on this chicken coop project. Did I say project right? I don't know. Stupid star bit. Ta-da! Guys, if you got sons, hope you're raising them to be men, because if not, I'm raising my girls to kick your sons' tails. This is where the door is going to be, so obviously whenever we come in we'll have to kind of stoop down to get in the door. Then we'll be okay. Don't make fun of me for wearing my floppy hat, because crikey, it's getting hot out here, mate. Shoot another one. Okay, shoot another one. Shoot another one. All right. Come on, Madison. Be a chicken with me. Be a chicken. Be a chicken with me, Madison. Who's ready for a paint party? It's green. It's supposed to be brown. Let's see, this is our old house. Ooh, nasty.
I don't think I would paint with that. Please.
You'll be all right.
That's disgusting. No.
We'll get it brown here in a minute. It's like it's kind of like popping open a diaper and getting a surprise. You never know.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna rain. What happens if it rains on paint? It just goes.
It's pretty windy though. It's pretty windy. Look at this blow it over. I can't believe that it did it right after we started
I know, it's been hot.
paint. Well, now the wood's going to be wet.
So you can't paint.
I'll have to see how long. I mean, it might dry quick, but. Might as well take this moment to share a tip with you. You may already know this, but if you're painting something and you know you're going to paint it maybe even tomorrow or later that same day, you don't have to clean out your rollers or your brushes. Just put them in a plastic bag and then seal that bag up. these rollers actually hold a lot of paint. And so if you have to clean them multiple times, you'll waste a ton of paint. Anyway, now you know, and knowing is half the battle. This actually is pressure treated, but this is not. So we won't see it. See, I can see that wood up in there. See that wood? Glue it in there, Jen.
I'm gluing it.
Glue it.
Such a
Come on,
weird
glue
word.
it. That's
Did you
my
just make
word.
that up?
I did.
Okay.
So I just went to check on the wood in the shed to see if I had where I was at on as far as making the nesting box. And I felt something on my leg. And yeah, it was this little guy right here. Now what I started doing here recently, because I knew I was going to have this video going, and so I started collecting them in a little jar here. Yeah. See, now then you can get in there and you can play with his little friends. And what I do is I take this jar with me, and anywhere I go, and if somebody's rude to me, I just open up my jar o' ticks and then I flick one on somebody.
There's a heavy load upon my back. No way to throw it off.
Okay, so I've got all of the pieces cut out for the nesting boxes, and luckily for me, my dad has volunteered to assemble that while I go put the hardware cloth on the A-frame. Oh, you went full semi-auto there, Cameron. You got a 30 magazine clip in there or what? Firing 10,000 rounds a second. You go, girl. Hacksman log, it's day 5 of my 3-day chicken coop build. The chicken coop mocks me. I've lost the will.
Who are you talking to?
Nothing. For the roof of this chicken coop, instead of going with the corrugated tin like I actually intended on going with, they happen to have this polycarbonate corrugated sheet roofing, and I just thought it was such a lovely color and it coordinates so well with the rest of the colors on the chicken coop that I thought, let's go with it, let's be crazy. On the other side of the chicken coop, I tried to eyeball where I did the screws to keep them nice and straight, and it didn't work out so great. It's a little cattywampus. I'm ashamed. But on this side, I took a 1x4 so that I could measure everything out and line it up and get it nice and straight and perfect. On these battens though, however, the original screws are a little too long. On the other side, I tried to screw them through and thought I'd break them off. Again, didn't work out so great. So on this side, I went ahead and cut them off because that way I didn't need to go buy a box of screws just for 10 or 15 screws. And they're working beautifully. I still have to put the roof on here. Up top here, I have to put the roof, but we'll access the eggs from the front. I'm gonna go ahead and put these pipe flanges on here, and then I'm gonna use these 1-inch pipes and see if this will work. When you don't need to move it, it stays like this. But when you do need to move it, I'll just put these handles in. The moment of truth. Oh! My neighbors are wondering what's going on.
Yeah, don't ever do that again.
No, never? I thought it was spectacular. I think it's excellent. Actually, that's not too heavy. I come out in the mornings, get a good pump. Oh, impressive. That's my little baby girl right there.
Go, Cameron, go. I love you, go.
Here, get in there close. It's better if you, okay, ready? Go. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Amazing. Do you sense it like I do? Like the end is near? Let me just slap a door on here. Okay, now let's go check it out. What I have done here is put screen door hinges on here so that when we pull it open, it'll close right back. Of course, I'll put some type of padlock hasp on here and use a carabiner to keep it closed. Tell me that's not inviting. What chicken would not want to stay in there, huh? And lay some eggs. Am I right?
No. Pretty Caroline, stone cold stone.
Featuring a luxurious polycarbonate roof, airless tires for the chicken on the move. It even features an easy access drop-down nesting box door and the finest half-inch hardware cloth available to keep any ne'er-do-wells from breaking into your chicken coop and stealing your eggs. Let's take a walk inside, where as you can see, I can stand straight up inside here. It's so dark, it's so scary. Hold on. Okay, all right, back into the light. I still gotta put some perches in here, and I'll probably run those along here somewhere. I may kind of do a U shape. Will this guinea/chicken coop save our backyard and actually allow us to enjoy the outdoors again? I don't know. I'll let you know in a future video. Till then, see you next time.